Your engineering intake is a lie. Not broken, a lie. It's telling you more review time means more safety. But the data says the opposite. PR volume is up 98%. Review time is up 91%. Your senior engineers are rubber stamping 40 file PRs because there's no other way to keep the queue moving. There's one rule inside this system that most CTOs refuse to enforce. Not because it doesn't work. The data is unambiguous on that. Because of what it says about trust. I'm going to show you that rule and why that trust instinct is exactly backwards. Meet Priya, 12 PRs waiting. 8 are AI generated refactors, 50 plus files each. She's got 2 options: block her team or ship bugs. She's picking bugs. Here are the 3 signals that tell you you're in the same spot she is. Signal 1, 40 plus file PRs sitting in review. Nobody reviews those well. They skim, approve, and hope. PRs over 1,000 lines get 70% lower defect detection than smaller ones. Signal 2, review wait time over 48 hours. Work is done, but it isn't moving. Signal 3, cycle time spikes after code is complete. That's the proof. The bottleneck was never the coding. It was the handoff, the gate. AI didn't create this, it exposed it. Salesforce engineering saw a 30% jump in code volume after AI adoption, and review time for the biggest PRs, that actually went down. Reviewers stopped looking, not because they got lazy, but because the system made real review impossible. You've probably hit all 3 signals this month, maybe even this week. AI made output cheap. Your intake gate still assumes human scale PRs. So here's what we're building: a 3-layer intake gate, PR radius, automated validation, and sovereign ownership. Each one closes a different hole. Let's start with the first. Layer 1 is the PR radius. Auto close pull requests over 500 change line, unless they're tagged as migrations, generated code, or emergency fixes. Most leaders hear auto close and they flinch. That's the trust instinct kicking in early. Hang on to that thought. We're going to come back to it. For now, big PRs are not a productivity flex. They're a risk transfer. The author moves fast. The reviewer inherits the cognitive debt. PRs between 200 and 400 lines have 40% fewer defects than larger ones. Microsoft found the same pattern. When they added an automated wording at 400 lines, post-merge defects dropped 35%. LGTM with no comment isn't review. It's liability transfer. Google studied 9 million code reviews and found the real ROI isn't defect hunting. It's knowledge transfer. When your seniors are too buried to teach, you lose twice. This gate exists to protect the thing you can't replace: your senior engineers' attention. Layer 2 is automated validation. The machine handles machine work. Humans handle judgment work. That's the boundary, and most teams already have the tools to enforce it. Tests, static analysis, code owners. They're just using them as ceremony instead of gates. Right now in most orgs, Priya can open a PR with failing tests. It sits for 2 days. Someone approves it anyway. It breaks in staging. The fix: make the gates reject before a human opens the diff. Coverage below 80%, closed. Type errors, closed. Failed lint, closed. No human decision is required. Layer 3, who owns the merge button when a human didn't write the code? Priya prompted the refactor. She owns the outcome. Full stop. Her team's territory covers files under 200 lines inside their own service. Past that, there's a written rule that says escalate, not a gut call. A number on a page. The merge button has a name on it. 3 layers: size, noise, ownership. That's not more process. It's just a better boundary. Install all 3 at once and announce it in a company meeting, and you'll get exactly the resistance that you'd expect. Here's the sequence that makes it land instead. 90 days, 4 steps. Weeks 1 and 2. Baseline only, no enforcement. Track PR size, review wait, cycle time. Don't skip this. These are your team's own numbers, and that's what makes the rule land later instead of feeling like an ambush. Weeks 3 and 4, automated warnings on oversized PRs. Education using their own data. Nothing closes yet. Week 5, the gate closes. Auto close above 500 lines with an exception path for migrations and generated code. That path isn't a loophole. It's what tells your team the gate is thoughtful, not punitive. Week 9 and on, layer in lint tests and static analysis as hard gates ahead of human review. By now, your team's already feeling the difference. Smaller PRs, faster turnarounds, and no more 2-day waits for a rubber stamp. Lead time drops 25 to 40%. Review wait falls under 24 hours. 500-line limit, that's the rule most CTOs won't enforce. And it's not because of speed, it's because of trust. When you auto-close a senior engineer's PR, it feels like the system is overriding their judgment. But it's actually the opposite. A reviewer staring at 400 file diff for 45 minutes, they aren't exercising judgment. They're running out the clock. The gate doesn't take their authority away. It hands their attention back. You didn't distrust them by closing the gate. You protected the one thing that makes their judgment worth having. Developer speed doesn't come from pushing people harder. It comes from a review system where good work moves without begging for permission. Pull your last 20 merged PRs and count how many ran over 300 lines. That's your intake score. Above 50%, you're in the flood. Start with PR radius. Measure 2 weeks, warn 2 weeks, then close the gate. Don't announce it as a cultural initiative. Announce it as a system change with a number attached. Your team will respect the number. They won't respect the speech. Review wait already past 48 hours? Well, start with automated validation instead. Get the machine doing machine work before you touch size limits. Drop your average review wait in the comments, and I'll tell you which layer to fix first.